everyone! Welcome to the What If Roundtable. The real what if is the friends we made along the way. I'm MasakoX, and joining me is Havarok.
Hello!
Hello. Unfortunately, Sophie can't be with us today because they had an absolutely mother of a shift, so they need their sleeps. And the sleepy time is very important, isn't it, Hav?
Yeah. But I hope every one of you guys who listened to, the finale of season 1 of Revelation F enjoyed Sophie in her great role
Oh yes,
of General Magnet.
yeah. No, Sophie had voiced Magnet in a couple of episodes prior, but this was the one where she could really stretch her robotic legs, as it were.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really, really good. I wish a few more people could have watched it, but now that we have a full season under our belt, we can actually get it out to more and more people. So that could be really exciting indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you've let me know in the chat if you've listened to Revelation F. If you haven't already, you should go and do so after this stream. Yes. And if you do have any questions about the show, do leave them as a super chat as well. But you can also leave what if questions, dialogue for me to read in the super chat. But yeah, it would all be really appreciated, and it always goes to help support the channel. So that means we may continue to be complete and utter nerds and storytellers and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of which, we got Bidronius, which is formerly Viper Phoenix, with some dialogue, and it is Zamasu. Who are you? And future Zamasu. I'm you, but never went bad. And you? I'm you, but I won. Zamasu looks at female Zamasu. Female Zamasu. Don't ask.
Oh my gosh, Loki, but with Zamasus.
Yeah.
Oh my.
The Zamasai.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bidronis then again is Masako. Sees all the money made by adult-related DBZ stuff. I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. And that's when Goku thrust into Frieza with his full force. Stop it, Zaba moans in the distance. What?
What?
Well, it's just because, like, I'd love to do more, like, innuendo like that and more kind of romantic things with a little bit more kind of, like, R-rated stuff. I'd love to do something more, but tasteful stuff. But thanks, Mr. Algo, I can't really do that. I took a punt with Mr. Satan, and it didn't kill me, so maybe I can add the title. So maybe I can go back to the Train Like Goku series and replace Hercule with Mr. Satan. We'll have to see. But, you know, I didn't get burned.
We did a gamble. We did a gamble. It did okay. So
it did okay. Yeah, we weren't nobbled, which is good to know. Yeah, so let us see. Okay, Bidronis again. Part 1. Oh, this is a two-parter thing. Jiro. My androids are the ultimate creations. I will avenge my son, Son Goku. Oh, gee, I'm sorry. We can wish him back with the Dragon Balls. 19. Doctor, it appears you have sprung a leak. Tears flowing from Jiro's eyes. What? I thought I passed that feature. My son. It is so true. Like, you know, with the Dragon Balls these days, they could easily have wished Jiro's son back.
But still, remember that it wasn't his OG, you know.
I know. He wasn't in the OG.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
The son was in the OG, but then again, like, his original motivation was that he didn't like Goku destroying the Red Ribbon Army, and his son was like, we don't know if Goku killed his son. It was more or less like a fun theory, which kind of fits. It's pretty cool, but
no, that is very true.
It's worth noting it out to, you know, not spread the misinformation.
All right. Bidronis again with another two-parter. Okay. Part 1, Kakarot. Kakarot, about to get blown by Frieza for betraying as he turns to Nappa. Dad? Blown up. No! Kakarot! Brother! Frieza. Pop goes the monkey. Cue Super Saiyan Raditz and Super Saiyan Nappa and seeing their brother and adopted son gone. Oh, yes, this is maybe for the Raditz when sent to Earth storyline, but again, it's always funny to do the Linda Young laugh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you went on to the thing the young there.
Yeah. Okay, another one. Oh, this is a Revelation F1. Yamcha. Yamcha walks up to Frieza. Hey, boss. About that time you punched me? Yes. What about it? Can you, do it again? Come again. This time, can you pull my hair? 2 hours later. Chilai. Why is this door locked? Sorry. Captain's orders.
I'm sorry, that's a new one.
All right, that's a new one. Or
Yeah.
not.
I mean, I did that one and they.
I mean, hey, I'm very happy for
I mean,
them.
yeah, of course, but it's just like, whoa, okay, that escalated kind of quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, let's see. Next one is Panda Walk. What if the Freezer Force was less land shark and more drug cartel? King Cold. So then officers of the GP. Silver activate supernova ball or lead. Ah, okay. So if they were more of a cartel, it'd be a lot more like underground, a little bit more discreet. Whereas land sharks are quite brazen in their own attitudes and stuff like that. It'd be less of an empire, more like an organization.
Yeah, like more sneaky sneaks.
More
Also,
sneaky.
also basically we could add a little bit of Dune to it, so to make the space spies activate something. That would kind of fit in the Dragon Ball universe. That like it's not just a drag, but it can unlock something in you.
Yeah, like kind of performance.
Stop it!
Nice. Alright, Vidronius again. Frigidarian number 1. Now that the crew that works with Freezer are gone, shall we resume our luncheon again? Yes! But let us speak in our real voices! Ugh, I hate talking like that. Why do we do it? Apparently it's to annoy Freezer and his crew. Doing that makes our leaders happy. I mean, that kind of is the truth.
Yeah.
Trojan told them to talk like that, and, no one asked him why. And I'm pretty sure that Trojan would say, just because it was funny. I had no reason for them to talk like that, but it just amused me. And I like being amused.
I just want to say that it would get addressed in a script draft that I wrote for season 2.
Oh yeah, it will get addressed formally. So
yeah,
you'll get your actual answers, because I know people like having actual lore attached to these kind of things. All right, okay. Next one is Panda Walk. What if the Galactic Patrol was more like Mega City 1 judges from Judge Dredd? All at war with the Freezer Force? Jocko. I am the law! Oh, Judge Dredd. Oh, God. It's been a hot minute since I've seen that. But if that's anything to go by, they actually did their job and were really heavy-handed. I think pretty much that, things out, with the Freezer Force, there'd be a lot more conflict going on and they wouldn't necessarily get everything their own way. Especially when you've got the likes of Mirrors in your ranks.
Oh, definitely. Like, even without Mirrors using his full power...
He just used a fraction of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if Mirrors was called in for that war, I think it'd be over pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the opposite of Zamasu, Mirrors loves mortals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saint Fisto. What if Zamasu wished to be stronger than Zeno? Well, then he'd be Toribot, wouldn't he? Because
also, I don't think even Super Shenron can grant that.
Yeah, because I think at the very least Zalama, who created Super Shenron, is at least equal to Zeno.
Also, like physically stronger, maybe, but not more powerful in terms of power.
Of like techniques and magic strength.
Yeah, because honestly, I think that physically Zeno might be quite weak.
Yes.
They might be weak, but like they are immensely powerful in terms of potential.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Beadronius. Monkey and Slug, the movie 2. Join the Monkey and Slug team as they have to trek throughout all of the multiverse to find the delivery vehicle that Nappa and Piccolo lost, as they continue to try and make on-time deliveries. Yeah, and you don't get those late fees. Monkey and Slug, always a classic.
Yep.
Alright, Sam Hennis. What if Perfect Cell puked out 17 instead of 18? I think probably that wouldn't have occurred necessarily to the likes of Toriyama, so I probably would have just had Semi-Perfect Cell again. Or, if you want to have more merchandise, you come up with a slightly different design too. Slightly different design maybe, slightly different temperament, but the same power, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, because 17 and 18 are equal in power, so the same strength would be identically the same.
Yep. Yeah, like maybe slightly different personality, like we did in some of our series, but
no, definitely. Saint Fisto. What if people absorbed from by Boo couldn't be removed from him or wish back to life with the Namekian Dragon Balls?
sound.
Yeah, I'll play the sound. That'd be very unfortunate. So it'd be all the more reason for you not to get absorbed, because then Goten, Trunks, Piccolo, and Gohan, they'd be dead. Like, dead. Cadaverific. Essentially. You wouldn't want that to happen.
Dead.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, Andrea Tremby, thank you very much for becoming a member. Thank you.
welcome.
And Vio Goshinki. What if Shin sought out Zamasu's help for Majin Buu due to him being a prodigy? Would his thoughts on mortals improve if he saw Goku beat Buu? I'd say in terms of power level at that time, I'd say that Goku would be a curiosity. He's not as strong as Zamasu at that time. So I would say Zamasu wouldn't feel threatened. He'd be like, oh, cool. The mortals can look after themselves. Good for them. But it'd be like an interesting thing. Then if Goku and Zamasu met again, there'd be a little bit more like interest. And then Zamasu almost being angry with himself, saying, I've not been training. I've not kept up with him, and they've caught up with me. So I would say it would... The defeats to Goku or the struggling against Goku later in Super would hurt more. So it would...
I mean, honestly, in that regard, I would say a lot of that stuff that happened because of Zamasu is on Goasu, because like he was too sure that his student won't go haywire, And like Goasu is a nice guy, but he's a terrible teacher, honestly.
Yeah, he's the nice person you'd like to know, but you wouldn't want him to be a teacher.
No.
Okay. The next one... Let's see, the next one is Manifesto. I'm curious how turned good Raditz and Ranch would change the Moro and Granola arcs in the What If it does continue, and how Vegeta's roles would differ. I think Vegeta's now settled in R&R in that universe, so he's kind of mellowed out now in like the likes of like the later arcs and stuff. I think probably Raditz would still be up there, and probably would be the one to go and actually train with Pibara. Or maybe this could be a good thing for Vegeta and Raditz to learn at the same time, and they both do different powers. Raditz becomes Giant Raditz.
Honestly, Ultra Ego sounds like a cool power-up for Raditz.
It'd be perfect for Raditz if he had Ultra Ego, because he has such a big ego. And it could be something that Raditz and Vegeta try and train with together. Could be an interesting way they bond. Okay.
Yeah, like basically they are like reluctant buddies at this point.
Yeah, like they got in part 10 of the What If. That's pretty much them done in terms of them hating each other. They don't like each other, but they don't hate each other anymore.
Yeah,
at the very least.
Like the thing is that if the anime will continue, we'll probably return to some of the What Ifs and prolong them. That's why you can see some of the longer breaks in some of the later parts of our long-standing
Yeah, because we don't want to.
series.
Yeah, we don't want to necessarily end them. I mean, we would end
Yeah.
them, but then we would add an epilogue.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
to get into the situation that we end them and next week, oh look, it's Dragon Ball Super returning for Moro and Granola animated. Yeah, we are in such a weird time that they can announce it anytime.
Yeah. At this point, we have no idea.
Yeah.
So now that I'll be back from vacation from Monday, so I'll be a bit more hot on the ball to make videos about that.
Yeah. That's why we are, you guys maybe noticed, that's why we are more focus on adding some of the new elements to different time periods rather than continuing the manga sagas.
Yeah. All right, Podo. Piccolo, I need a distraction. And then Frieza Joy. Henry Stickman sound. It's just Henry Stickman sound. That's great. Panda 301. What if the Galactic Patrol was like the GCPD, mostly corrupt but with a few good cops? Thanks for this generous donation, Mr. Frieza. Go about your legitimate business. And thank you, officer. I mean...
You are loose cannon, Officer Mirus.
It's like, well, I'm sorry, Mr. Jocko, but I here go by the book.
Now I want to make this.
Yeah. Like, just the inner dealings of how the Galactic Patrol actually works. The Galactic Office.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like Dragon Ball style, it's Kikuchi style music, but it's the Office theme.
Oh boy, or just or the Office, but it's all Dragon Ball characters.
Yes. No, that could be good. Right, Manifesto. What if Resurrection C? A Cell Jr. brings back Cell and he plans his revenge for both Gohan defeating him and Vegeta being shot in the back. I would say probably if we had that, I imagine Cell probably wouldn't be as angry as he was before. Probably like willing to fight more because remember he is quite a bit of Saiyan. So he probably would be wanting another battle as people have been like gotten stronger. So he'd be very curious, and then of course we'd have to have a power up to explain why.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I don't think he'd be as cut and dry as you might think.
Yeah, and honestly, like the whole resurrection insert a letter is the least interesting way on how can you bring back the character. Like if Resurrection F wasn't a thing, Frieza's return in Super would be so much better.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's precisely the idea.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Next one is Papa Poto. Is it weird if I ship Jukai and Kit? They're cute. Not entirely, but there is quite a bit of an age gap, mind you. But Jukai is technically in her 20s, and Kit's probably about 80 or something like that.
Yeah, but he's from long-lived species, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, no, but space works differently in terms of aging and whatnot. But I'd say it's more like, daddy-daughter type thing.
Yeah.
He can't really get that with Sheila, because Sheila is not an engineer. And Shiraz, that's more like, best friend, almost.
Yeah.
But,
and
it's cute, though.
Sheila is more like, in the dynamic, like, Sheila is more like a little Frieza daughter, really.
Yeah.
If you boil it down.
Yeah, like Frieza's kind of underling. I mean, she's technically the second in command.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Saint Fisto. What if Goku was like Paul Bunyan? Oh, Paul Bunyan. Where have I heard that name before? Oh, like a giant lumberjack and folklore hero. Oh, so if he was a lumberjack, we'll be... I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. And all that stuff.
Cut us a tree, you're a lumberjack. Cutting some trees tonight.
Well, I cut down trees, I eat my lunch, and then I eat more lunch. And then if there is time for it, I then eat some more lunch. Because that is him, to be fair.
And then I have some guys to punch.
Yes. Oh, that rhymes. Nice.
Yep.
Alright. Okay. Podo. Also, I hope Gine and Bardock still hook up in your special What If, because the dynamic you gave them there was really cute and better than the original. I mean, yeah, definitely better. There's a better dynamic there. It makes more logistical sense.
I mean, you guys have no idea what's going
Oh, no.
No idea.
Yeah. And Podo, yeet your lunch? No, that's probably my accent. Sometimes when we say eat, it sounds like yeet. And all that stuff. So, no, eat. Okay, NPC. What if General Tao turned good and became a Z fighter? He then quickly, hastily on his back, write in "not kill you."
Yeah.
To that,
and he will be able to kill all of their threats lickety split.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah,
it's because
his tongue.
But
Oh,
honestly, like that's a new one. That's an interesting one.
Yeah,
right?
now let's make a note of that one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Who suggested that?
NPC 218.
Okay.
Sorry, Red Dragon. I don't think I got that one. I was away. I basically was really busy that weekend. Can you send it to me one more time, please? I am so sorry. I am. Okay. Manifesto. What if Yamcha became a full-on Wolfman in the Z Fighters because of the animal person craze introduced in the games? Would that change Dragon Ball in any way? Not really. From what we could tell with the Beastmen thing, it was literally just them changing them to make them look like animals. I don't think it really offered you any more powers. You just became a Beastman.
Yeah.
It was
Like,
there.
it's a bit of a sloppy explanation, like
It is, but at least it's something.
Yeah.
To explain why they're not there anymore. At
And
least
again, it's kind of weird because it said that, King Fury is one of the many in the lines of dog presidents.
oh yeah, there probably are proper Beastmen, but then there probably was like a thing so if you want to become a Beastman, you can then do this too. So it probably was just very much like the actual animal people. Now, there just was probably an influx of more Beastmen for a while, and then it got bored. So, but yeah, I'm glad there is an explanation for this, but I don't think it would really change anything other than the fact that Yamcha would just be a wolf, and that's it.
Yep.
Okay. Cole Marshall, 2 questions. Will you ever add a DBZ Super of Kid Goku going Super Saiyan? And would you ever do a multiverse tournament with your what ifs? For the second one, yes, once we got like a good amount of them going. And for DBZ Super, no. I ended that one essentially because things just started to get really samey to the original timeline, except Goku was slightly stronger. Only slightly, though. So it was just kind of like, it's me just retelling the actual story. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to repeat myself in that regard. Okay. Pandawok. If you would swap out the Galactic Patrol's bureaucracy for another negative law and order trope, what would it be? Brutality or corruption? Oh, corruption.
Corruption.
Corruption's way more interesting. Because you get brutality with the Freezer Force. You can have corruption. Like, and that way, if you knew that the Galactic Patrol was corrupt, the Freezer Force would actually respect the Galactic Patrol in a way of how underhanded they were, and just saying, oh, nothing gets done with the Galactic Patrol. Not only do you have bureaucracy, you essentially have corruption to the highest order. It's almost impressive. It's almost impressive in that regard. So, it's all. I'd say corruption is more interesting. You could do like more things about that. Bear Forever 14. What if the Borg invaded the Dragon Ball universe? It's actually interesting because I've just finished watching season 3 of Next Generation. Yeah. Oh, 1 second. Uffer is just barking at the door. So if you just excuse me, can you handle this one, Hav?
Yeah, of course. Like, on one hand, it depends when, right? Because in Z, Goku can just blow them up, but in early DB, I cannot play the sound for you guys, but like that would cause them. But then again, probably Frieza and Cold could take them down. Maybe Beerus could take them down, but they will like cause a massive destruction, I think, before somebody would figure out. If they by any chance would be, were able, to get somebody like Cold or Frieza, that's game over. That's this universe lost. Like the gods would have to interfere, or at least full power Mirus, which again spells doom for him. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Apologies for that. Essentially, it was like Philly just went out for a couple of hours, and Arthur's having a bit of a whinge.
Oh.
She doesn't like when people leave, so Arthur just goes just borf. Well, as you can hear right there. So she doesn't like it, but I'm here, so there is somebody in the house, obviously.
Yeah.
So
Tala is the same. Tala is very much the same, and she's 10 years old, so it's a personality quirk.
Yeah, no, she's just having a tantrum. Okay. All right, NPC. What if Bulma accidentally wished to be a Saiyan just so she could retain her youth? Well, I think probably when she gets to the age of 80, thinking that Saiyans don't really age at all, I think she's going to get a nasty shock at the age of 80. Because having more youth and that kind of stuff, then it's just going to be like a real shock when she suddenly turns 80 and it all goes to pot.
Oof.
It'd be a big oof in that regard. And to be honest, it's not the vainest thing that she's wished for, so not the worst thing ever, but yeah, there you go. Okay, next one is Podo. Episode 12 of Revelation F did not feel like a full finale. It felt more like the first half of a finale. Why didn't you make an episode 13 to end it so season 2 can start fresh? Well, that one's on me specifically. I wrote that one. And it was essentially, I just wanted to be a jerk and have it that it just ends on a cliffhanger like that. I wanted to be a jerk. And just
yeah, and another reason that we have is we don't want Revelation F to feel like a procedural, Like some of the episodes might feel like that, but there's an overarching story. So we want, to do it. Star Trek did it many times, so
yeah. Again, I just finished watching the end of season 3, and that ends on a cliffhanger. That's it has been done before. So we don't
want to start fresh. Essentially, we want to open that was a good cutting point for a new chapter. Let's say,
and also it'll make way more sense when you see episode 13. It'll make more sense, and then it's just a good way of setting things up for season 2.
Which is already written, and if I'm not mistaken, partially recorded already.
Recorded a couple of things. So we're gonna start working on a few more episodes. I think we got the first 3 episodes sort of written. So then, we can actually get things rolling from there. Okay, Manifesto. But Podo, I know it's constructive criticism, so it's all good. No worries.
Yeah.
Manifesto. I know you guys think differently on the matter, but I think Granola is supposed to be viewed sympathetically, even when blinded by revenge. Well, they're not doing a good job about it, I'm afraid. It's supposed to shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's just I'm not feeling it right now.
I mean, he is a sympathetic character, but on the other hand, I think he's supposed to be annoying. Overall, he's a sympathetic character, but I think he's supposed to invoke a lot of emotions, and I'm pretty sure I would be really surprised if he would go off as a full villain. But right now he's on his. Even though he's more powerful, he's in the moral fall part of his character arc. It's pretty classic. It's not nothing new. It's pretty new for Dragon Ball because we didn't really had like a like. I don't want to call Granola hero, but it's the closest we have to a fallen hero type of character because Vegeta was never fully reformed, so imagine Vegeta kinda doesn't count that much. But yeah, like I mean, I agree with you. Overall, Granola is a sympathetic character, but in recent chapters, not so much.
Yeah, no.
And I like. I hope at least that's that's intentionally.
Yeah, hopefully. Alright. Dion Plummer. What if Chi-Chi was met Goku at Mount Palzu in search of the Dragon Balls instead of Bulma? What would Bulma's role in DB have been then? Oh, Tech Guru. Tech Guru. The thing was, though, is that Goku at that age really did not think much of Chi-Chi. Oh, cool. Nice girl. Oh,
New
neat.
friend.
New friend. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Chi-Chi would have been the one to be let down more. Because she was obviously, was like, oh, tee-hee-hee, Son Goku, my knight in shining armor. And, you know, Goku would have been completely oblivious. And if
Also,
that...
you know what could be interesting in that dynamic too? If, by any chance, like, Chi-Chi and Goku set out to gather the Dragon Balls...
Yeah.
To make Bulma an antagonist and make her like that rich a-hole type girl that wants Dragon Balls for herself, which arguably Bulma could be at this age, like her being like this,
She did
like
act
make
like
her
that.
Make her a rival. That would be interesting.
Yeah,
make her,
that could be.
Maybe not a villain per se, but an antagonist for like the first arc, and then they reconcile and befriend.
Yeah. That could be good. Okay. Alejandro Gonzalez. What if Goku went Super Saiyan 2 against Perfect Cell? Probably would have been enough to have caused Cell a lot of pain. But yeah, would have definitely caused Cell a lot of pain, but probably wouldn't have been enough to defeat him, at the very least. So,
No, like maybe because like from the experience point of view, like if Goku intended to defeat him, I think he could have a shot. Because the problem with Gohan was that he was much less experienced,
Yeah.
And if Goku went Super Saiyan 2 with the intentions of taking down Cell, I think he could do this.
Yeah. Easily. No. Easily. If he had to.
Yeah.
NPC 218, April Fool's What If? Hercule and his bum fighting days. Well, that's more of a TFS trope, to be honest. But, yeah. I mean, the actual canon is that he ended up was like a... Oh, thanks, Red Dragon. Okay. I shall copy and paste this what if that you sent me, Red Dragon, and I shall make a note of this on my desktop.
Yep. On the top of his desk.
So yeah, it's on there. So that means there we go. Okay, well, so it's not technically his canon days. That wasn't really what he was. So, but if you could have it, if he had hard times, like if he fought in the pits for a while, that could be kind of curious at the very least.
Yeah, like to make it more gritty to, a little bit, give him a little better motivation, than him just being, like kind of a shifty person. Because the biggest problem with Hercule, like, I have much less problems with Hercule in Super and in GT, but like to me, Z Hercule never gets enough karmic justice for his attitude.
No, he really doesn't. He really needs more of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Manifesto. In relation to the Granola arc, Unreal Engine Gaming thinks it's bad writing to introduce a new form only to be trounced after that. Didn't Toppo and God form soon lose after that? Also, Ultra Ego Vegeta lost kind of reminds me of Super Vegeta getting beat after Perfect Cell, yeah? Oh, the thing is, though, is that Vegeta has not lost yet. And he wasn't trounced. He was winning up until that point. And now, he was toying with Granola. Then Granola got serious and got his full potential unlocked. So now it's a more even playing field. And Vegeta was just going like, ha ha, I'm wailing on you. Oh, you what, mate? Boom. okay,
Yeah.
I was slacking here. So, you
Yeah.
know, it's...
Vegeta is not defeated in that scene.
I think that's what a lot of people are, like, not understanding. Vegeta has not lost yet. This is just like, oh, okay, now it's going to be a little more even. That's the thing. This is... I will admit, this frustrates me. People are just immediately going like, oh, Vegeta lost. No, he didn't. It's not done yet. This is just like... Oh, you became strong. Well, I became strong
of
too.
him lying on the ground. Like how, like guys, watch Z. How many times during the fight people lay on the ground and stand up?
He just chucked a freaking ball of Hakai energy. It's gonna knock you down.
Yeah.
And he's still in the form. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, we are not saying that he's going to win that, but the truth is he didn't lost in this chapter.
No. So it's not over yet. So we just gotta remember that. Yeah, exactly, Red Dragon. He underestimated him. I mean, granted, he should have just taken him out much sooner, but you know,
which is a pretty dumb trope.
Yeah,
and that's the entirely different discussion. But
yes, that's the thing to talk about. But yeah, Vulcan. What if Bardock and Gine fled to Vampa, then went to Earth in age 757? Take Bardock and Paragus with them, plus Bardock and Gine have a daughter. Year after they went to Vampa. It'd be interesting. That in terms of power, they'd be up. I mean, Bardock would be able to keep Paragus in line. And Broly's potential, I think Bardock could easily train him and like find some kind of solace in the kid. Bit of rivalry between the two. So, interesting dynamic there. I will give you that.
Yep.
So, I suppose really the four of them would have been able to reconcile almost. Yeah, dynamics, but Paragus would still be a little bit resentful.
I think Paragus will try to undermine Bardock and
a few times, but then would realize it's ultimately pointless. And then what if the Heaters found and raised Broly? Oh, use him for profit. Use him for profit. Bit of bartering. Use him against Frieza potentially.
Yep.
Oh yeah, of course. So.
But of course, like it would be like, you know, more, you know, disguise between sweet words. Oh no, Broly, you are our precious little Saiyan.
Oh yeah. No, it'd be all under. They treat him better than Frieza, but they would still use him for their own gain.
Oh yeah.
Oh, certainly. Original content. What if Android 8 stayed in the story? How would the Android Cell saga change? I imagine there'd be some kind of MacGuffin involved with Android 8 to try and understand Android 16 and be able to like, or maybe the data chip that Android 16 had, Android 8 would say, I can synthesize that into my body, and I can at least give you his personality, so he's not dead. They come up with some kind of thing.
Or they could fuse into one being.
Yes. Yeah, derive Android 8's body to create a new 16B.
Yeah.
There would be some kind of trope if they use Android 8 more.
Yeah.
Right, Vandalia. What if Pan, Bulla, and Marin actually had a story arc as friends? How would you have them surpass the last generation? Well, Pan and Bulla going Super Saiyan, that's for a start. Marin, probably an interesting way that her body metabolizes things, kind of like an Infinity Engine, but not entirely.
Like having natural Infinity Engine plus being, you know, like naturally attuned to spirit power. Like,
yes.
Honestly, I would like I would give Maron some Ultra Instinct at some point.
Yeah, I think she'd be pretty good at that.
Yeah.
All right. Jordan versus Life. What if Roshi wasn't a martial artist? I'd love if you guys could throw it around the idea. It would change everything. Well, it would. We wouldn't have Dragon Ball as we knew it. And Roshi would just be this guy who just wore Hawaiian shirts, who was a fallen martial artist and just a bit disgraceful, really.
I would make him a sorcerer. An old sorcerer.
Oh, yeah, true. You could have him like a Merlin facsimile.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, because of Fortune Teller Baba. He'd get into their business. Okay. Yep. That's true. That's very true. Good point. Sam Hennis. What if 16 was Jiro's son and designed like 17 and 18? It'd be an interesting way about how they're related in some way. But I suppose it would just make him a little bit less special in terms of design. Because 16 is pretty iconic and stands out quite a bit. So if you had triplets like that, I don't think it would really work as well. But if you were, then I guess maybe, all three of them were Jiro had triplets, and there you go. And then 16's facsimile was the favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny Hendo, thank you very much for your super chat. And Andrea, thank you very much for yours. Manifesto. Oh no, we did that. That was part 2. Shane Levin. What if Vegeta knew Spirit Fishing during the Tournament of Power? Oh man. No contest. In that battle he had with Jiren, it'd be interesting. But then again,
Anilaza, he could defeat Anilaza.
oh, Anilaza, yeah, because
Kefla.
it's good with magic and fusion.
Namekians.
Namekians.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Salnel and Pilina, oh, they'd be toast. Kefla, toast. So yeah, but I don't think it would really match up with anything else except for like magical people and fusions. I think with Jiren, no, it wouldn't really.
But Ultra Ego against Jiren.
Oh yeah, that would pretty much be.
Yeah.
That's Jiren dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Jiren gone. All right, Manifesto. Food for thought. What if Grand Priest had a wife that was more powerful than him? Would that be interesting and funny? Any design ideas? Oh. Knowing Japan, they would do the typical sexist housewife trope of like, having a pan and like, honey, you forgot to take out the trash. I'm sorry, honey. That kind of stuff. That trope.
Like if we were to design her, I think I would make her a businesswoman.
I would say more like a matron from just like go that whole hog, because Japan would do that. Just tee hee hee, 1950s stereotypes.
Yeah, but like if we did it, they ask if we did it. Like
if we did it. Oh yeah, businesswoman. Like something no shouting, but just like pulls the strings quietly.
Yeah, I would make her like a businesswoman that's that's all about the technical stuff of the universes. Just like she knows all the data about the universe, basically.
Yes, information gatherer. All right, Flare Fritz. What if Android in 19 and 20 turn good? Well, if they did turn good, they would probably use their knowledge and know-how to help better humanity, because that was Jiro's wish and goal, to better humanity. They would just do in more altruistic ways.
Yeah.
And
it wouldn't be Jiro's way. It wouldn't be Jiro, I will make humanity better whenever humanity wants it or not.
Yeah.
That would be the difference.
It'll be a little bit more consensual.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Dustbringer. What if Deborah broke free of Barbady's mind control during the battle with Gohan? Or what if Garlic Jr. joined forces with King Piccolo?
I like the one about Dabura, and Dabura would try to take control of Boo.
Yeah, of course, because he'd be like, oh, wow, magical demon genie, hell yeah, I want that. And then he would just break Barbady's neck and then just tell Boo, I'm your master now. You work for the king of the demons. That'd be cool. That's a cool... You know what? Let's make a note of that one.
Yeah.
All right, that's by Duskbringer. Thank you very much, Duskbringer.
Okay.
Manifesto. What if Universe 3 during the Tournament of Power had Transformer-looking characters to fight for their universe? I think that would be cool, plus have the Combiner forms. I mean, yeah, it was sort of like a... but then again, that's what they sort of had with the Bororeta and all that one. Yeah. Koichiara tour. You sort of had that. But if you had things that were even more like Transformers, you'd have to have it a little bit more blatant than that.
Yeah, Universe 3 would be so fun to traverse to and see all that high-tech society.
I'm surprised Toei just didn't go more ham about that, because they own a lot of Sentai stuff.
Yeah, honestly, but then again, the only spin-off they did is Heroes, and I think that if they did Dragon Ball Universe's spin-off and give us some stories in those universes,
yeah, that's true.
People like those characters.
Yeah, and we probably will never see them again.
Yeah.
Captain Bino. What if Kami knew about the fusion dance before the Saiyans arrived? That is very true. A lot of the characters weren't quite equal in power. Like-
Tiencha would probably
Yeah.
kicks Nappa's butt.
Yeah. And I would say probably Goku and Piccolo might... Oh, no, Piccolo probably not, but Goku and Krillin probably would try.
Yeah.
Or Gohan and Krillin.
Yeah. But I feel that Tiencha could be the strongest character
Tiencha's the most
we
obvious
had in a
one.
while. Yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. Okay. Nomadic Chaos. So what if Gohan's way of finding a new power away from Super Saiyan God was basically to reject godhood and return to monkey? Super Saiyan 4 Gohan for the win. Yeah, just Gohan going, go back, I want to be monkey! I mean, you know, apes together strong and all that. He would definitely be investing in AMC, that's for sure.
Oh my gosh, what if Bubbles was Super Saiyan 5 all along?
Oh, Bubbles. Gohan, it's official. Gohan fuses with Bubbles.
Yeah.
There you go. But-
Bahan or Gobbles.
Yeah, Gobble. Oh,
Maybe not
you'd be
Gobbles.
joking about
Maybe not
Goebbels. Dude, Goebbels. Oh man.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. No.
But you know that Toriyama, that would have flickered in his mind
Yeah.
for a brief moment. It probably would have thought about it. Where's Gobi when you need him? Where's Gobi when you need him with the witticisms? Okay. Shane the Watcher 616. Did 17's wish to revive the universe mentioned to have been destroyed by Zeno before the Tournament of Power? Well, you see, that's the thing. They just say the universes that were destroyed. What would have been really interesting for Super 2 is if you had it that it meant every universe, and then you could have some chaos, and then you could have a bit more peril. So
And it will turn up that there were more than those 6 because those 6 are the only ones, you know, that characters knew about, and it's like 100 universes or something.
yeah, true. Alright, Manifesto. Cooler, sad. When am I going to be in Super? We'd like you to be in Super, mate, but I don't think you're going to be in this movie, unfortunately.
No.
Would have been the most obvious choice, but no! They decided to go with something that's gotten the community a little bit, like, apprehensive, to say the least.
But for now, we kind of like the.
We like
idea.
it. We like the sound of it, but the community as a whole have been a lot of, like, and the crowd goes mild. Like, and it saddens me. It really does. I think this movie will be interesting. I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go see it no matter what. I paid money to see Evolution. I am not gonna miss out on this.
Also, you know, whenever it's good or bad, you guys know that we will give you some content about it.
Oh, of course. And before anyone says that I paid money to do Evolution, I had no idea. I had hope.
Who didn't?
We had hope. We
were young and foolish.
Yeah, we were. All right.
Now we are just foolish.
Yeah, we are just foolish. Captain Bino. What if Cell was Android 16? In the pod, same personality, even his face, if he reached his perfect form and looks like 16. I mean, it would be a much more fitting tribute. Yeah, give him his son the perfect body. Like, as in, like, if he couldn't have that in life, then he would in terms of biomechanical form. So, be a nice, interesting final boss twist.
At least I have wings, father. But couldn't you make me more like a birdman instead of Bugman? I would prefer to be a bird person, father.
Why this crown would have been much more interesting if I was a beak. My favorite character is Mordecai from regular show. He is a bird.
You know,
like his job.
you know what's scary? That bird person is personality-wise similar to 16.
Nice.
It's scary to
Yes.
think.
I like the bit where he talks about planes in the night sky with shooting stars. He could really use a wish right now. Wish right now. And all that stuff. Okay. Saint Fisto. What if King Piccolo was reincarnated as a member of Frieza's race instead of the Piccolo we know today? Oh, if he were, this would be like him coming down to Earth with a bang. and it'd be very humbling. Like, this guy, he thinks that he's all that with a power level of 200, but in the Freezer Force, it's quite common to have a power level of 2000. So you'd be really, really, really weak.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting and hilarious, mind you, though. I will give you that. Captain Bino. What if we saw the antimatter Dragon Ball universe? Evil Goku, heroic Freezer Force, that kind of thing. I mean,
This is somewhat one of the ideas we have on the back burner, but like it needs a good starting point, you know, a good bridge.
yeah, it does. So we need a good hook almost.
Because usually with those universes in Star Trek or in DC, you have that it clashes with the main universe.
Yeah.
Basically.
You need to have that kind of lynch point. You couldn't just shove it in there. You need to have it a little bit more like, well, this needs to make a little bit more sense before we actually do that. So, always something to consider.
But it is something that we are interested in at some point.
Oh yeah, no, we're just waiting for the right opportunity. We're lying in wait.
Yeah.
All right, Manifesto. Into the Hercule verse. For example, different Hercules from versus the evil one. Boo reacts, "Why so many Hercule? Boo confused." I mean, more Hercules to give him food, if you think about it. So he should like that. And, you know, different Hercules from different timelines, but you fight the evil Mr. Satan. Slick back hair and all that.
Yeah. And for some reason there is this random German guy called Hercule who was just included by mistake.
Yes, but then he turns out to be the most useful one of all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saint Fisto, please turn the Lumberjack song into a short. I shall think about it. Flair Fritz, what if retcons/potholes were fixed? Tackle the plot holes created by a later added info. Popo not flying Goku to the Saiyan battle. The heaters existing. Time machine fitting 4 people but not Cell, and other questions raised. I think we have done a couple of videos about Dragon Ball plot holes, but I don't think we've done one where we actually go in and specifically fix them.
Yeah.
So we'll make a note of that, Flair Fritz, if we do a future discussion about ways that we could fix a plot hole in our own way.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know, like there are fixes of those plot holes, but this essentially requires you to dig through Daizenshu and Kanzenshu by extent for like hours, because Toriyama included the fix for that plot hole in that little interview from 10 years ago.
Yeah. No, you really need to kind of pay attention to the side material to get your answers in that regard.
Yeah.
But I think the heaters existing can easily be fixed by the fact that, they just stayed out of Frieza's way.
Yeah, they kept like low profile, you know.
Mm. Yeah, and then Frieza probably wouldn't have cared about them because they didn't get in his way.
Because to be quite honest, we never really like went into like the underground, like the space criminal underground of Dragon Ball. Like we went to space and we returned to space without much exploration. Except in GT, but you know, like GT is a different canon.
It is. But Flair Fritz will definitely make a note of that one. Manifesto. Gogeta appears after the fusion is successful. Then he goes Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego combo. The fusion immediately splits. Oh, come on! Not surprised, I gotta admit. Yeah, it's true. They're completely polar opposites. Like, one doesn't know the other. If we ever get Gogeta in the manga, the best you can get is blue. Blue Gogeta, and that's it.
Or something entirely new that can combat maybe super unstable.
What, sorry?
I mean, we can get something entirely new, like a BS new form.
Yeah, probably. It would sell toys, but if you were you're looking at logic, then you would just have you just have blue Gogeta, and that's the most logical.
You know what would be great? Like if Ultra Instinct plus Ultra Ego, it's Ultra Peace. Like I don't need to find you. I found the inner peace.
Oh, the inner peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ultra harmony form.
Well, that was Manifesto's next question. What's next after those? Inner peace.
Yeah.
There you go. That's your answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Neo Gohan X. What if when King Kai told Goku about the Saiyans, Goku's memories of Bardock came back to him, and he wished him back during the training time before the android up for extra help? Can't do that. He's been dead for many years. for about like 20 years at that. No, 25 years at that point, roughly.
And yeah, you may argue that it, like with Frieza, it would work out, but I doubt that Bardock would want to be revived, really.
No, and also the common thing we gotta say is that he died in space, so you gotta bring back the planet first before you bring back the people that lived on it.
Yeah.
You gotta remember that, or you gotta be very specific with the way that that you phrase your wish.
Yeah.
Just remind you, you don't want those Saiyans to die due to asphyxiation. You gotta be very careful about that one.
Yeah. Frieza was a little bit dicey after being revived.
Yeah. Cameron Heaton, what if King Vegeta survived and turned good? I think the Broly one's more likely to turn good. More like kind of like be more redeemable. Because the King Vegeta in Original Z was really like...
I like the idea of him like being like not being able to trade more and being stronger, but trying to like later in his life trying to be a supporting family member and trying to be that cool grandpa, but failing miserably, you know, for Trunks, like being, you know, trying to be like him getting, you know, some like failing to reconcile with Vegeta, but trying to, you know, going through him through, you know, through Bula and Trunks.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a fun idea. I think.
Well, that was Cameron Heaton, so we'll make a note of that one too.
Yeah.
All right, Ben Davis. What if Goku survived the heart virus in the future, but it only could be Super Saiyan for 5 minutes a day? Well, considering that a lot of fights actually don't take that long, like I mean, the Goku Frieza fight that was 5 minutes, and if you could go Super Saiyan, you could at least do enough things to try and get people away from the androids.
Yeah. Entire TOP was 45 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So you'd be able to like, he could still be useful to some degree. So you just have to be a bit more strategic when you used it.
And he like he wouldn't be toying with his food.
No, he'd be going straight for it. He'd be tearing that jugular something new.
Yeah.
All right, the game idea guy. What if Chi-Chi was a Saiyan like Goku and was sent to Earth at the same time as him? Ox King could still adopt her since we never see her mother. It's very true. I mean, we know that he is half Saiyan, but in terms of that, possibility, it does make sense. We never find out about Chi-Chi's parentage. We don't see a mother. We don't find out more about that from the Ox King. So it's a bit of a mystery. So it is. If that were the case, then Gohan and Goten, they would end up being full Saiyans.
Yeah.
So that'd be very interesting. I
think there are some offhand references to the fact that Chi-Chi has inherited her fiery temper from her mom. But that's the only thing we have, and I'm not sure if that's not a dubism or gameism or something.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. What if Gohan was sent to Earth? Very Cortez. Gohan was sent to Earth.
Which Gohan? Like,
I don't know. Well, I mean, I can't really answer that because the canon's already gone there, but thank you very much for the super chat anyway, Varric.
Yeah, both Gohans were already...
They were on Earth. Yeah, so I can't really answer that. But thank you for the super chat anyway. NPC218. What if Goten and Trunks weren't in the Bio Broly movie and it was just 18 and Krillin? Well, ultimately, Bio Broly died due to water, so they would have figured it out. They probably would have figured it out all the same.
And hey, Krillmeister and 18 movie always.
Yeah, absolutely. Podo
Best
says
couple
apparently
couple in DBZ. Don't at us.
Well, apparently Podo says that there were paintings of Chi-Chi's mother that they saw in the series. I mean, Podo, if you could get a link to us, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Because I can't.
Weren't they like some sort of filler thingy?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I need to look. If you can find the clip of that, then we'll look back and then we'll reverse engineer that. But that does intrigue me. I will admit. Admittedly, that does intrigue me. Manifesto. What if Krillin wished to be taller for 18? I think 18 would do it as a joke, and then when she wished for him, it's like, I can't believe you actually did that. And hey, you're big enough where it counts, and all that stuff.
Your heart, obviously.
It's like, oh, my heart. Oh, that's what you meant. Ew. I'm sorry. There you go. All right, take care, Manifesto.
Stop it.
Hey, I walked it back. All right.
No, I'm saying I'm saying this to you. I'm saying it to them. They know what they did.
Right. Captain Bino. What if Hercule beats Cell because it turns out the Z fighters are just idiots and never go for the pressure points? Ah, yeah, true. That could be a way Hercule does it.
Granola is proud.
Yeah, go for the pressure points. Granola would be proud.
Oatmeal, I feel disturbance in the matter of universe. Somebody other than me actually going for pressure points.
Yeah. Alright. Panda Walk. What if the Saiyans are sports fans, complete with football hooligans?
Bulma, I want to buy the West City Eastmen. I'll make sure that they win.
Yes. Yeah, Vegeta makes sure that he manages to go in the 7th inning. Like, basically, he can become the captain, player captain of the West City Eastmen.
Hoo-ha!
And in R&R, they kinda are.
Yeah, Vegeta's a baseball fan.
Yeah. Though he always bets against Yamcha.
Yeah, of course. It's insider trading, almost.
Hoo-ha.
Manifesto. What if the Moro arc was a little longer? To be honest, it feels like everything in the second arc was kind of rushed. I don't want to say rushed, really. It was kinda. Because it just suddenly went from, oh, yeah, the prisoners are out, and then 2 chapters later, oh, we're heading for the final battle already. Okay. It did kind of speed up suddenly around chapter 57.
Yeah, but then again, there were moments when it felt a little bit too long, so,
It balances out, really. Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
Alright, the game idea guy. What if Android 16's mind was backed up by Bulma before Cell destroyed him and she remade him with a stronger upgradable body? Interesting concept? It's really bizarre that Bulma didn't do that. That's the thing. That's something... Either she didn't think about it, and that's really dumb, or 16 told her not to. And and that's the way I would phrase it. If I was filling a plot hole, I would say that 16 told her not to.
Yeah.
In that, I am the only 16, and the work of Dr. Giro must be eliminated.
Yeah.
If I am to pass, no one shall be used against the people of Earth.
All that stuff. There'd be some kind of deep, wholesome monologue. But it is an interesting concept game idea, guy. I will give you that.
Yeah.
Varric Cortez. I got to know something who messed up the most and caused the worst consequences in Cell Saga, Vegeta or Goku. Oh, Vegeta. Because Goku did something stupid, but Vegeta sort of just left everything open for Perfect Cell.
Yep.
So it's Vegeta.
Yep.
Krillin, it was wholesome. Yeah. Again, silly, but, could have been prevented if Vegeta just killed Cell.
Yeah. And, Goku at least had a longer plan in it.
It was a bad plan, but he had one.
Yeah, and in case of Vegeta, it was only to, feed his overinflated ego.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Sorry, Jits, you are getting this one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Gotta be honest. NPC 218. Borrowed from Salad Saiyan. What if Trunks were to go Uzaru or Super Saiyan 4? Would his fur be purple? Probably not. Maybe just a lighter shade of reddish pink. So, probably that. I would say just a lighter shade of pink. There. Richard Dawson. What if after the King Piccolo arc, Master Roshi wished for youth as a result of his failure to defeat him? How would this impact in everyone's power? I think we actually did a what if about this for a lightning round. Like, what if Roshi wished to be young?
Yeah.
So...
It wouldn't increase his power. Like, it doesn't work like this. Like, it would just...
It would increase his stamina, so that means he could get
Yeah.
stronger faster
Yeah.
than he would have done as an old man.
Yeah.
But yeah. EM79. Oh, okay. Yeah. There we go. It was Red Dragon and Podo. We found the picture, and yeah, you just don't see her face.
Yeah. And it's a filler thing. It's not in the manga.
Yeah, it is filler. But it does exist. We will give you that.
Yeah.
EM79. What if 17 and 18 from the main timeline were the same as the ones from Future Trunks' timeline? Play the sound. I mean, granted, Cell would have come in and wrecked their worlds before they could do anything, but forget Krillin and 18 hooking up. You can forget that. But yeah. Panda Walk 301. What if in the Tournament of Power, one of the universes were replaced by the Toho Kaiju verse? Who would join the team? Would the GOD be a Kaiju too?
Oh man, that would be... Godzilla would be the GOD, obviously.
Oh, of course, Gojira. And you gotta have Gojira as the god of destruction for Universe 7. I mean, come on. Kaiju being your ultimate god? Who wouldn't want that? That sounds great.
Well,
that's
7 but the Kaiju universe. Like, you would have King Ghidorah, you would have...
Yeah.
All the biggest names. I'm sorry, I forgot the one that Nidoking is based on.
Oh, well, it'll come to us.
Yeah, starts with B.
Oh. Don't ask me, mine's really rusty. Anyway, Manifesto then goes, Beerus seeing Ultra Ego form. Oh, I did not expect this.
Baragon. Sorry, Baragon.
Baragon. But yeah, so, yeah, I can imagine Beerus not expecting to see that. Yeah, that quickly. But hey, he'd be internally proud that he got him, that he had a quick pupil. Shane Levin. Not a what if, but I think a good video would be discussing Vegeta's contributions in beating main villains and what they mean for his development. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And that could be easily like a mini rant video about why people have been so quick to dismiss Vegeta as having lost.
You know what? I will start to play this today.
Okay, Shane Levin, thank you very much for your contribution.
Yeah.
You see, people, the stuff that you suggest here ultimately could become a video, whether it's a what if or a discussion. So that's why we appreciate your contributions, and we do properly credit you.
Yeah.
All right, Scuba Seth. What if Dodoria and Zarbon turned good? If they found out they were good, they'd have to be very quiet about it, or else Frieza would end up destroying them for insubordination. Because I don't think Frieza...
Can I tell you something? Yeah, I think I'm good. Me too. Let's not say Frieza.
No, it's like, pal, I've known that all along. You didn't need to hide it. I'm your friend, man. I love you no matter what. You're so sweet, Dodoria.
Yeah, honestly, it's one of those we want to tackle as well in the future. Like, they can be fun, but...
Yeah, I think he could do a one-shot about that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they would end up being fighters. They just live a life together.
Yeah.
Manifesto. What if Universe 2's God of Destruction was the GOD of Universe 7? I could personally see many funny scenarios with this, especially with Vegeta. So, it's like if Hellas was the God of Destruction. Oh man, Vegeta looking beautiful. You know, all that kind of stuff. You know, Vegeta, kind of being taught in the ways of beauty and elegance. Goku would do it because, hey, it's a means to get stronger. But Vegeta, let's just tease Vegeta some more about him being insecure. All the yucks. And then Captain Binome. What if Grandpa Gohan was Guinea's father, sent to Earth on Bardock's recommendation? He'll be in no seat for hands, Guinea. Other than me, of course. I mean, it'd be an interesting way and a bit of a big plan being anticipated. You know, bit of a twist in that regard. Like, that's Guinea's long-lost father. That'd be very awkward if she found out. And, like, where was her father earlier? Be a bit of a twist, sure, but there you go. All right, with that, that comes to a conclusion of this week's What If Roundtable. We are absolutely donezo. So all that remains... Yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for your contributions. And we shall take on board everything that's been said, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts and the heart of our bottoms for your contributions. They really do help support the channel, and it ultimately means we can keep on making more of these videos and other stories for many more years to come. So we shall see you tomorrow for our next discussion. Red Dragon, the super chat's about GT Pan. I can't really remember that. Can you tweet that to us again, please? And then we'll make a note of it. But yeah, anyway, thank you all so much. Thank you so much for your time.
Bye-bye.
All right, okay. Hope everyone has a good day. Take care, and thanks once again for your contributions. And hope you have a good rest of your week. See you soon. Bye-bye.